Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It's Crystal here. I just wanted to make another video for you. This video is going to be on the probability and combinatorics course with Allison, and it's basically some practice questions that I got for Module 4 of the course. So these practice questions are not actually in Module 4, but just what Module 4 talks about is it talks about empirical and theoretical probability. So this particular video that I'm going to be making is on empirical probability, and it's also called experimental probability. And so empirical probability is based upon past data. And so that's the difference between empirical and theoretical probability. So empirical probability, you have past data, where theoretical probability is basically, that's what it is. It's just theory. So I've got 9 questions that I'm going to go over, and these are questions that I've come up with for empirical probability to help you understand empirical probability a little bit better and help you understand the difference between empirical probability and theoretical probability. And the next video that I'm going to make for you is going to actually be on theoretical probability. So the first question we have is, a fair coin is flipped 50 times and heads appear 28 times. What is the empirical probability of getting heads? So to solve this question in Python, which is what we're doing, the number of flips is 50, the number of heads is 28. So the empirical probability is the number of heads divided by the number of flips, which is 56%. Then we have another question. Question number 2 is, a 6-sided die is rolled 100 times and the number 3 appears 14 times. What is the probability of rolling a 3? So number of rolls is 100, number of 3s is 14. So the empirical probability equals number of 3s divided by number of rolls, which is 14%. So the next question we have is, a survey of 200 students found that 80 prefer math over science. What is the probability that a randomly selected student prefers math? So the number of students is 200. The number who prefer math is 80. So the empirical probability is the number who prefer math divided by the number of students, and that's the empirical probability is 40%. The next question we have is, a factory produces 1,000 cars and 15 of them have defects. What is the likelihood that the next car it produced is defective? So the number of cars is 1,000, the number of defects is 15. The empirical probability equals number of defects divided by the number of cars. It's 1.5%. The next question we have is, a player attempts 30 free throws and successfully makes 19 of them. What is the probability that he makes a free throw in his next attempt? The number of attempts is 30. The number of successes is 19. The empirical probability equals the number of successes divided by the number of attempts, and it's 63% is your empirical probability. The next question we have is, a company tracks 500 online orders and finds that 120 customers requested express shipping. What is the probability that a customer requests express shipping? So the number of orders is 500. The number of express shipping is 120. So the empirical probability equals number of express shipping divided by number of orders is 24%. The next question we have is, over the past 365 days, a weather company accurately predicted it would rain 290 days. What is the company's accuracy of predicting rain? So the number of days is 365. The number of correct predictions is 290. Empirical probability is the number of correct predictions divided by the number of days is 79.45%. So the next question we have is, a medical test was conducted on 10,000 people and 98% of positive results were correct. What is the probability that a person who tests positive actually has the condition? So the number of people is 10,000. Percentage of positive results is 98%. The empirical probability equals the percentage of positive results. So that's 98%. The next question we have is, a soccer team played 40 games last season and won 25 of them. If the trend continues, what is the probability that they win their next match? So the number of games is 40, the number of wins is 25. So the empirical probability is the number of wins divided by the number of games. So that's 62.5%. So that's it for the empirical probability questions. We finished all those questions. So the next video that I'm going to make is going to be on theoretical probability, which is basically the probability of theory. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to communicating with you in the next video.